Hello, everybody. Right, so we are session 2 of mindfulness. Okay, so hope you had a good week and that you've been practicing and that you're ready for the second lesson. Okay, so last time we were talking about, I've talked to you about the benefit of mindfulness, how helpful it is, and also talk to you about attention and how where we place our attention, whatever we pay attention to becomes bigger, okay, and what's around it disappears really. So today we are going to continue with that, and I want to remind you why being able to pay attention is important. And obviously it's important when you study, when you want to concentrate on work that you're doing, but also it's important for you to become aware of how you're feeling. Okay, because what we tend to do is we tend to get upset about something, okay, frustrated about something, and then we pay attention to that frustration. And we don't realize that just by paying attention to that frustration or that upset, we're making it bigger. We're growing it. So when we actually understand that whatever we pay attention to grows, okay, then we can understand the power of it, okay? Because if you realize, oh, I'm being upset, therefore I let go, I move away from it. So it reduces straight away without falling into explaining why you're upset because that person said this or that or whatever. No, just moving away, putting space between you and the emotion. It's really important. Okay, so we're going to continue with trying to train our mind, the muscle of our mind, okay, because that's what the mind is, and becoming better at it, okay? So if I put it as, oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I think I'm just going to pause it a second. Okay, and as you can see on this slide, we've got a little dog and a little stick man here sitting on this chair. So that's us meditating, really. And that little dog is our mind. Okay, so we're going to use the analogy of training the muscle of our mind is a bit like training a puppy, training a little dog. Okay, and we need to think, what is a similarity? Why do you say that? So let's think about it. What does a dog do? Okay, so a little dog, when you train it, it wanders around and sniff aimlessly. So basically, our mind does that. You know, it doesn't sniff, but it wanders around. Okay, you go, right, I want to focus on this. And then, whoops, you're thinking of something else, okay? And the next thing you realise that you've been daydreaming for a couple of seconds, okay? Or you want to concentrate on listening to something, and then somebody opened the door up. Your mind is hijacked by the sound behind you. So we have very little ability to control our mind to start with because it wanders a lot. So the first thing you need to do is not going, oh God, I'm so rubbish, I will never manage. No, you want to go, yeah, that's true. My mind does that. And that's normal. It's like a little puppy. It's normal that a puppy is wandering around, is curious. You want to know. You want to discover things. Well, the mind is curious and it wants to discover things too. Okay? So it's realizing the wandering mind is normal. It doesn't mean that we can't do something about it. We just need to accept first that that's a normal thing and not beat ourselves up about it. Okay, second thing, what does it do? Well, it brings all sorts of things back to us, isn't it? You know, it will bring back the slipper, it will bring back, you know, whatever it finds, a stick, whatever. Well, the mind does that as well. You know, it works by connection. You know, you see an actor on TV and it reminds you of the last time you've seen that actor in another film. You know, you go to a place and you haven't seen for years, and it reminds you of the time you used to go there. You know, like if you go back to a holiday that you went when you were 5 or 6, and now you sort of remember, you go back to the place and your mind will remember souvenir memories of that time. Okay, so it brings back stuff from the past. Okay, it doesn't stay where you want it to. Okay, so I've told you it's a bit like the first one. It does wander, it goes everywhere, and it's normal that it doesn't obey. Like a puppy, the puppy doesn't obey to us. It'll just wander around, bring back stuff, jump, run around. It doesn't keep still, and the mind is the same. And then finally, for the analogy, it makes a mess. Yes, it does. And the mind too, because it brings back sometimes good memories, but sometimes bad memories. And also it goes in the future, and it goes, what if, when each time I say to one of my classes, we're having a test on Monday, they go, oh, what if I don't do well? And we start imagining problems, and there's really no reason. Okay, so you need to be aware of the similarity with the puppy. And therefore, if you know that your mind is like a puppy, like a little dog, and it does all those things, then you know, like everybody, how to deal with a puppy. How do we train a puppy? And basically, these are the 4 things we need to do. This is how you train a puppy, and this is how you train your mind. First, you need to be firm. So you need to be clear, okay, about what you want to do, and be firm about it. I want to focus. I want to focus, so I'm going to be firm. I'm not going to be rigid. It's not the same. I'm going to be firm. Okay, but at the same time, I'm going to be patient. So I remember that it's normal that my minds wander. Okay, and when I notice that my minds wander, I bring it back, and I'm firm. I stay there. And then I'm kind. Okay, when my mind has wandered, when I bring it back, and I go, oh, you're so stupid, you can't do anything right. I'm not like that. I am kind. It's okay. You come back here, you stay, you focus, you can do it. Okay, so encourage yourself, motivate yourself. So if you're struggling, what you do is you remind yourself, I want to meditate, I want to be mindful, because that will help me to concentrate. That will help me to be less reactive, to be less frustrated, to be less cross with others, to have better relationships. Remind yourself how important, what you want to do. And then repetition. So it wanders, you bring it back. It wanders, you bring it back. And it's normal. And actually, if you think about it, mindfulness is one of those activities that when you fail, so you were supposed to focus and your mind wandered, okay, so you failed really, yeah. Actually, the fact of bringing it back is the training. So the repetition is what makes you progress. Exactly the same as the analogy that I was talking to you last time about going to the gym. Okay, if you want to build your muscle in your arm, the fact that you're exercising it, okay, increases your muscles. So that repetition of that movement is making it stronger. Whereas the same with your mind. The fact that you're bringing your mind back to your breath or whatever you're concentrating on, okay, that movement is the training. Okay, does that make sense? So basically what we want to do today is we want to practice. So I've got a little video there. Okay, so it's an animation which basically going to explain more or less what I've told you, okay, but in a slightly different way. And then it will move on to the meditation itself. Okay, so that'd be lovely if you could have a go at the meditation. Different voice from me, but probably a little bit louder, because I know when I was listening to the session that I did last time, I've got a tendency to lower the tone of my voice when I guide you in the meditation, and sometimes we can't hear me, so that probably will be better. Okay, so if I just close that. Oops. Right. So that's okay. So I'm going to put it on full screen. There we go. And then I'm going to try to make myself disappear as well on the side. Okay, let's go. Oop, don't want to do that. Sorry, guys. There we go. This animation is about how your mind is a bit like a puppy. It bounces around all over the place and sometimes seems to have a life of its own. One moment, it'll be stuck in the past, and the next, lost in the future. Mindfulness is a way of training this puppy mind of ours. With patience, kindness, and determination, you can teach it just to settle down. And this training begins by learning to direct the searchlight of our attention. We can focus it on the present moment, the physical sensations that are happening in our body all the time. Right now, for instance, your attention is on this animation. But after 3, close your eyes and try shifting your attention into the feelings in your feet. Simply notice any fizzing or tingling feelings that might be there. 3, 2, 1. Now, opening your eyes again, you'll notice that the screen is pretty much blank, and from here on in, you just need to listen. There'll be a little timer in the corner which will tell you how far through the practice you are, if you have to peek. But close your eyes now and follow the instructions as best you can. To begin, try sitting a little taller in your seat, with both feet flat on the floor. Opening the shoulders so that your chest isn't scrunched up, but also relaxing the shoulders. Resting the hands on the lap. And without looking at them, try shifting your attention into the hands. What physical sensations are present in your hands right now? Fizzing, tingling, even a pins and needles type feeling. Perhaps you can notice a coolness or a warmth. Try noticing what these things we call hands feel like from the inside. Now try getting up a little closer with your attention by focusing your attention on the thumbs, or one of them if that's easier. As if the searchlight of your attention was picking out one or both of your thumbs. Now, try shifting your attention from the thumbs into the little fingers, or into one of them. So you're kind of tuning in to the physical sensations of the little finger. What about the very tip of the little finger? Can you feel anything there at all? And don't worry if you can't feel anything. It's not a test. We're just playing with our attention and seeing how it works. Now, as best you can, letting go of the attention in the hands. Try dropping it into the feet. What
do you notice right now in the feet? Perhaps the sensations of contact with the floor. Where is the contact with the floor? Is it the arch of the foot? Or even the heel? Or is it actually the sole of the shoe that you can feel? And now let's really just play with your tension. Try shifting it into the right knee. What do you feel there? The clothing brushing over the knee? Or is it the crease behind the knee? Or is your attention drawn right into the joint of the knee? What about the left ear? Do you feel that at all? If not, maybe zoom out and pick up any sensation at all from that side of the face or the head. If you can feel the ear, then get up close, into the ear, or onto the earlobe, wherever curiosity takes you. And finally, notice that you are breathing. Where do you feel the sensations of breathing most vividly? Is it in the nose, where cooler air touches the inside of the nostrils? Or perhaps the back of the throat, as the air passes through? Or is it in the chest, as it rises and falls? Or even right down in the stomach, as it expands and contracts? Where are the sensations of breathing? Something you do all day, every day, but may never have even noticed. In a moment, I'll ring a bell, which is the end of the practice. Open your eyes when you can't hear the bell anymore. And after that, over the next few days, just see if you can notice your breathing every now and again, even if it is only once a day.
Okay, right, well, I hope you've enjoyed. I just wanted to finish with this slide. Okay, so you can see here, because obviously mindfulness practice is very good to do in the morning, at the end of the day, something like that. But sometimes we get frustrated in the moment and we haven't got time, or we can't just go in a room and have the space to do a meditation. So one thing that you can do to calm yourself quickly is to do a finger breathing. As you can see, it's just trying to, with your hand, trying to connect your breath with your finger, the contact of your finger with the fingers from the other hand. Okay, and basically breathe in and you move your finger. Breathe out and you move your finger down. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And you'll find even the contact of your finger on the skin, okay, is very relaxing, and it will very quickly, if you are stressed or is feeling some sort of tension, emotional tension, it will really calm you down, because mindfulness is all about teaching you to be more patient, less reactive, creating that space so you can choose your answer, how you're going to react to whatever happened in your life. Okay, so try that. It's very effective ways to calm yourself very quickly in an instant. Okay, right. Hope you'll do a little bit of practice this week and have a lovely week. Bye.